Thanks for sitting down very quietly. And today we're going to talk about a holiday that we just celebrated on Tuesday, where we went and got candy and we dressed up in costumes. Some of you may have had trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating. So if someone would raise their hand, and I'm going to call on you and you can tell me what that holiday is. Let's see. Number 7.
Halloween.
All right, it is Halloween. Good job. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today, that special day. So I would like for each one of you to find someone that's sitting close to you, and I want to give you a chance to tell them one thing that you did on that day. If you don't have a partner, you can join in with someone that has 2 already.
My sister, she got tons of candy, but I just got like a half of one because I don't have a sweet tooth, so I eat healthy. That's why I had like half candy.
Macaroni? Macaroni? Okay. All right. So now what I want you to do, you're gonna raise your hand. I'm gonna call them 5 people, and you're gonna tell me what your partner, one thing that your partner did on that day. I'm gonna call your name. Okay, so listen for your number. Number 5. Can you tell me?
Not here.
Not here? Okay, thank you. Number 6. He went trunk or treating. Okay. Trunk or treating? Trick or treating. Okay. So Jordan came in a little bit afterwards. So I'm going to tell you what happened. We turned to our partner and we shared one thing that we did on Halloween. So, and now I'm going to call on each person. So if your number gets called, you can just tell me what you did on that day, okay? All right. Number 10. You didn't do anything? Did you get any candy? Did your partner do anything? Did you say you do anything?
I'm his partner.
Who was your partner? Do you remember what he said?
He doesn't have a partner.
Didn't have a partner? Okay. Well, that's at least you said you didn't go anywhere. You stayed home? Well, that's good. That's okay. You relaxed and had a great time at home, right? Okay, let's call number 11.
He's not in here.
Okay, number 16. Can you share?
Because she's like.
Well, can you share what you did on that day? One thing that you did?
I thought you meant like with the partner.
Yeah, since your partner didn't tell you anything, do you want to share what you did that day? Okay.
Because I don't have a sweet tooth, I decided to get less candy from my sister, and so I can share my like other sister that's sick at home.
That's really nice of you.
So that's why I didn't have that much candy on her.
Okay, well that's nice to share. It's good to share with your sister. That was nice. I'm gonna take one more. Number 14.
He's going trick-or-treating.
So trick-or-treating also. Okay, so that's one thing that everybody did, and when it's for that holiday. You gotta raise your hand, okay? If you have a question, you just raise your hand, okay? So we took the last one, so we're gonna listen to what you said. We're gonna take what you said, okay?
I went to trick or treat and the Halloween.
Okay.
And my partner said he counted and he had 39.
Okay, that's awesome, okay? So we shared what everybody did, because I'm sure everybody did some of the same traditions for Halloween. And traditions are usually something that we do for a holiday that some people in the state also do. Like the trick-or-treating, going to, maybe some of you went to a fall festival, and the trunk-or-treating, and then some people stayed home and just relaxed with their family, which is okay. Okay, Jordan, we're gonna, since you were out, you didn't get to share, we're gonna sit and listen one more time, one more thing that someone did. So what did you do on Halloween?
I stayed home, then I gave my auntie some candy. She got some, I gave her some trick-or-treat bucket. Then I get in. did seek out some stickers, chocolate.
So you went trick-or-treating also, okay? Okay, thank you for sharing that with you. So right now, since everybody has heard what everybody did for the holiday, we're gonna read a book about holiday history of Halloween. Because there's some stuff about Halloween that you can learn from the book, so I want you to listen very carefully for some of because we're gonna talk with our neighbor again about some things that we learned from the book. So, holiday history, Halloween. Halloween was also called All Hallows Evening at one point, and now it's called Halloween. They shortened it to Halloween. And they met and they had harvest, and they also went out and celebrated in the fall. So that's why it's usually done in the fall where we see all the harvest and stuff out, because that's when we came to celebrate the day. Okay, another fact is that people went out and they had feasts and bonfires, and they also had pranks. They dressed up in costumes and they played games. And one of the games that they played was called Bobbing for Apples. Also, guess what? On Halloween, they started out carving turnips instead of pumpkins. And so since pumpkins were so much easier to carve, they started out with the turnips, and now they carve pumpkins. And also, if you look at the costumes that they have, the ones that go across their eyes, pay close attention, because later that's going to be important when it comes to our activity. So they use these, and this is called disguising. They only wore the costumes that went right across their eyes. Okay, pranks were common also, and they also met up to have parties and parades with their friends. You see, they have all the candy and goodies and cupcakes and with their friends, and they also have on some costumes. Children was also encouraged to trick or treat, which many of you did on Halloween. Now, if we pay close attention to what they're getting, what the lady is handing them, instead of candy, they got apples, fruits. Okay, here are some of the costumes that we use today when we go out to trick or treat. So some of these costumes you may are familiar with, and some you may have saw for your friends or families, or while you were out trick or treating, you may have saw some of the people that had on, the little kids that had on these costumes. You call on some people that can tell me one thing that they learned from the book. Or if you and your partner had the same thing, it's okay to go ahead and say the same thing from the book. I'm gonna call your number, so you gotta listen. Number 7.
A bonfire.
Wow, okay. Also, you have learned that in the book. Okay, that's also a traditional Halloween. Good job. And number 3.
Okay, so me and them both said pumpkin patch.
Good job. That is a very, very common tradition of Halloween. And one more. Number 6.
I used to carve out God.
Carve out the turnip. Yeah. Good job. Okay. So we all had interesting things that we learned from the book that we didn't know about Halloween in our state. Even though we live in a different city, all over our state, we celebrate the same traditions when it comes to that day of Halloween. And I am going to show you some pictures that some of them were in the book that are different, that may have changed just a little bit over the years. So, the first picture are our costumes that we wear. This is a picture of some of the costumes and traditions that they had a long time ago.
Wow.
And these are some today, which I may be familiar with. You see the difference?
The old one's scary and the new one
I know, we'll take
not.
questions at the end, okay? You're gonna see the pictures and then we'll take your questions at the end, okay? I know y'all excited because some of these costumes y'all may have used for Halloween on Tuesday.
Wow.
Okay. We got 2 more pictures, which is a picture of, remember from the book, of them giving out, what are they getting?
Yeah.
And then for Halloween on Tuesday, everybody got what? Candy, and they got apples. Good job. Okay. The next picture is the picture of, this is a turnip, and they used to carve these, and then they changed to the pumpkin because it was much easier to carve. Could you imagine having to carve a turnip?
No.
And a pumpkin?
Yeah.
Okay. And our last picture is one of the games that we just talked about in the book called Bobbing Apples. And what they did is that they put apples in a big barrel and you had to pick it up with your teeth. Can you imagine playing that game?
You have to do this.
Yeah, that was a game that they played. And then one thing that's very popular with us is what Troy said, the pumpkin patch.
No, I said that.
Okay, Troy and his partner said you did say that. You said the pumpkin patch, and a lot of people may have visited a pumpkin patch. Anybody raise your hand if you visited the pumpkin patch? Okay. On the field trip, awesome. So, we have all saw that there are different types of ways to celebrate Halloween in our state, but at the same time, it all ties into that one holiday, and that's Halloween. So something that Troy may have been different from what Jordan did, but y'all all celebrate the same holiday. So in the book, I showed you a picture of some of the masks that they wore. They were called the skies, and they only covered their eyes. Well, we're gonna have an activity, and we're gonna make our own mask. So I'm gonna give you a little mask. We're gonna color it. You can think about some of the things that you read in the book. You can draw on it, you can color it, and attached to it is a little string. So I want you to leave the string on there, and we're going to make a mask. So I want you to decorate this, color it as pretty and creative as possible. And I also have an example of one that I made right here.
That's Spider-Man.
So I colored that one. So I want you to use your ideas, and you're gonna go back into your desk, and you're gonna work on your activity. I'm gonna walk around, and guess what? There's 3 words that we say. I don't want anybody to say them. Just think of it in your head, okay? When you walk to the door and you get candy, there's 3 words that you say, right? So I want you to remember that, because I'm gonna walk around to your table, and you're gonna tell me what those words are, and maybe you'll get a treat, okay? So we're gonna go back to our seats, and I'm gonna pass everyone out a mask. If you just wait, I'm gonna give you a mask. So stay, and we walk quietly back to our seats. Okay, everybody get one. Hey.
Mine doesn't have purple. Raise your hand if yours has purple on it. I do. You have purple on yours? Yeah. Yeah, I have purple on mine. I have purple on mine. I have purple on mine. Look, this is Miss Rose. This is going to be so much fun. Purple.
I like how everybody's working quietly, using their, see some of your favorite, you can use some of your favorite colors. And remember, we're not in any competition, because everybody's gonna have a nice, pretty mask, okay? So we're not in competition with our friends or our neighbors. You've been very creative. Everybody is gonna do a good job. The masks were a big part of the traditions of Halloween. And remember the 3 words, because I'm going to be coming around in a little bit, so you can tell me what it is that we say As a tradition, it's time to go to the door for candy.
Don't say it right now. And that's not the whole line. Yes, that is. That is the line. Charles, look what I'm doing. Well, what line? I'm doing Spider-Man. And a lot on my hand. Skitchy, in my feet, give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I will dye your underwear. What is really your She's like, I hope it doesn't work out. Dye your underwear. And then she's like,
Oh, I love it. Awesome. What three words that you said for Halloween? And what candy? You drop on the door when you do it.
trick or treat.
And what are awesome job.
Look at mine, Marcel. Wendy's
When you get ready to color in, just raise your hand and let me know, and I'll fix the other side of your mask. Make sure that fits your face.
Look at mine.
Did you? I can